All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our August board meeting. We're happy to see you guys all joining us tonight and glad to see that you guys made it through the first day of school after a long summer. We've got a full agenda tonight, but before we get started, I'm going to say a prayer for us, and then we've got the Winder Barrow JROTC here that's going to help us with the pledge. So if you guys will please stand. Alrighty, let's pray. Dear Lord, we come before you tonight with thankful hearts. You've been so good to us here in Barrow, and we just pray that you'll continue blessing us throughout this new school year. We're thankful for an opportunity to rest and recharge this summer, but even more thankful for the opportunity to see our school buildings full of students and families and staff members. And we just pray that you'll put your hedge of protection around each and every one of them this school year. And Lord, I just pray that this is the best school year we've had yet to date. And I just pray that you'll just be with us tonight and every night moving forward into this school year, that we do the right thing. That at the end of the day, whatever we do, it's just the right thing for the students in our system. We ask all these things in your precious Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
Colors, understand, good. Gary, colors. Forward, march. Forward, march. March time, march. Colors, hold. Post the colors. Freeze in, arms.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. March time, march. Forward, march. Colors, hold. Left, face.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Major Matthew Elias from Winder Barrow High School.
Good evening, I'm Cadet Command Sergeant Major Landon Meyer from Winder Barrow High School.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Colonel Chance Barr from Winder Barrow High School.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Sergeant Nicholas White from Winder Barrow High School.
Right, face. Forward, march.
Thank you so much, cadets. Wonderful job.
All right, as we get started, the first item on the agenda is we're going to need to approve the minutes from the 7/11/23 regular board meeting and the 7/25/23 work session and call board meeting. Can I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Bailey, Ms. Stevens, all in favor? All right, motion passes. Next, can I get a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Kelly, Mr. Bailey, all in favor? Okay, motion passes. And then lastly, can I get an approval of the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Stevens, Mr. Bailey, all in favor? Alrighty, motion passes. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to our superintendent for a few recognitions.
Thank you so much. We've got some good ones tonight, and we'll start off with Ms. Petrie. Meet you down at the podium.
Good evening. We're so excited tonight to recognize our Tar Wars poster winners and recognize our partner, Northeast Georgia Medical Center Barrow, who makes this program possible. This is for 4th and 5th grade students, and it's a tobacco-free education program. We have had tremendous success with this. Barrow County has a high incidence of lung cancer, and we feel like we are turning the tide, starting with our 4th and 5th graders. And we're excited to celebrate our wonderful artists who illustrated what they learned. And I'll let Sunita Singh, with the PR manager for Northeast Georgia Medical Center Barrow, come, and she's also going to introduce the new administrator for Barrow.
We are very excited to have a new administrator. That's me. our new administrator, John Niedenbach. We welcome you, and he's the one who will hand out the awards today. So, in the third place is Sephora Santa, and you'll be delighted to know that you got 168 votes. And you get and you just earned $50. The second prize goes to Emily Mendoza. Emily, you got 213 votes, and you are in the second place. Congratulations. And just so that you know how we had over 200 posters. Okay, yes, more than that. I should know because I took all of those home and then and then took it over to my public relations department. We have 30 people and had them narrow down to, from each school, top 5, and that was taken to the Rotary Club, and they narrowed it down to the top 1 from each school, which was then put on the social media for Northeast Georgia, and that's how we narrowed it down to top 3. So it was tough. Linda, May, if you can come forward, you are the first prize winner with 309 votes. Congratulations. So thank you to all the students and also the parents who took the time to be here. It's an honor for us to participate in the TARWAR program. Thank you.
We have another very special visitor with us with TARWARS, Kara Sinkle, if you'll come up. She's the Deputy Director for Georgia Healthy Family Alliance. And Danielle Towns, I just met Danielle, is the new TARWARS coordinator for the state. So we're real excited. It's her first day and it's our students' first day, so it's a great day today. But Kara has a presentation to make.
Thank you. Thanks, Ellen. Thank you so much. As Ellen said, my name is Kara Senkule, and I work with the Georgia TARWARS program. At the national level, the American Academy of Family Physicians oversee the TARWARS program, and each Georgia chapter of family physicians across the country, each chapter have their own TARWARS coordinators. So we're delighted to be here. As Ellen said, Danielle Towns is our new statewide manager. Last year, in response to the ongoing epidemic of youth vaping, we had over 50,000 students in the state participate in the TARWARS program. And I'm delighted to be here tonight, especially to recognize Barrow County for the outstanding job that they do statewide. They are a model. So many of the other counties look to Barrow for what they're doing and how they have made it work and made it an integral part of their curriculum. So I have to recognize quickly Ellen Petrie, Sunita Singh, Angie Caton, and Amy Waters from Barrow County Schools for the amazing work that they do, and they truly are a model. But the reason that I'm here tonight is for the second year in a row. You may recall last year we were here for the statewide TARWARS poster contest winners. Last year, Barrow had all 3 from Barrow County. As you can imagine, with 50,000 presentations last year, that's hundreds of classrooms. We received over 600 poster entries. And tonight, after a very, very, very close final vote, I'm delighted to be here tonight to recognize Linda Mae Peppers. Linda Mae, if you'll come up, we should have just had you stay up here from when you were up before. She is our second place statewide poster winner. Certificate of Achievement for your amazing artwork. If you haven't seen it, it is outstanding. And then we have a gift card for you as well, and we hope you will keep up the good work because you are representing your county so very well at the state level. And I'm going to give you this, and we'll take some more pictures outside as well. But again, just thank you so much for being here, and I don't know how y'all just keep having these talented young people come from the same county. This is not happening anywhere else in the state. So, yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. So many of you know that one of my many areas that I get the joy to work with are our school media centers and the media specialists, with which the trained professionals that manage those resources and the services and programs in that big space. So I'm happy to come in and talk to you today about the Georgia Library Media Association and the Georgia Association of Instructional Technology together sponsor the Georgia School Library Media Specialist of the Year Award. It's an award that recognizes K-12 library media specialists that have dynamic and innovative programs whose instructional collaborations foster student engagement and achievement. These finalists are leaders within their school buildings and in the greater community of library media specialists. So each school system may select one library media specialist for this award, and I am honored to recognize Ms. Carla Smith as Barrow County School System's 2023 Library Media Specialist of the Year. Carla, if you'll come join us up here. She So Carla served at Westside Middle School for 10 years, following some service in another school district. Among her many contributions in that role, she held lunch and learn sessions with students so that they could come eat in the media center while she read aloud to them, and they could have great book discussions. She made a great number of upgrades to the media center space, new furniture, some murals and paintings. Served on the school leadership team so that she could work with teachers in their as they taught their instruction, offer resources and other supports. But I could keep going, but I will end with Mr. Smith as the principal of Westside Middle School. One of his quotes about her is that Ms. Smith is dedicated to promoting reading to our students by working with our teachers to provide their classes with engaging reading opportunities, and I am honored to work with her every day. So from those chosen at the system level, one library media specialist is then chosen as the regional library media specialist of the year, and I am proud to say that Ms. Smith was also recognized as the Northeast Georgia library media specialist for 2023. So at the end of this past school year, Ms. Smith did retire and leave us. She's now enjoying some well-earned time to relax and enjoy all the books she wants to read. But please join me in recognizing Ms. Carla Smith as the District and Regional Library Media Specialist of the Year. Thank you. And just one more plug, that is Barrow County's 4th year in a row as Regional Library Media Specialist of the Year.
All right, and the next one's mine. I just want to take a moment. Ms. Diane Bresson, if you would come up and be recognized, please. Most of you know Ms. Bresson. She is the proud principal of County Line Elementary, home of the Critters. And Diane's also been a principal at Yargo Elementary for us, an assistant principal for us before that, an instructional coach before that, and started her career as really a second career. Started off as a parapro. And working your way up through the ranks. We're just very proud to have a chance to recognize her tonight. I got to attend a induction ceremony last month for Diane, and there's an association of elementary school principals, the Georgia Association of Elementary School Principals, aptly named, and Diane's been selected as the president for this year. So we wanted to recognize that out of all of the elementary schools in the state. Diane is the principal. Well, you are the principal, but the president for this coming year, and a lot of good work going in, and a lot of things I'm sure will come her way. So we thank you so much the way you've always represented Barrow County, and now you're doing it, leading leaders leading leaders. So thank you so much. And with that, Dr. Bowen, I believe you're up next. We've got some exciting awards.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to come to you tonight to present some special awards we do to recognize employees in Barrow County School System. A program called Barrow's Best. The BEST stands for Barrow's Exceptional Support Team. And what this program does, and I feel like I have to recognize Dr. Green, who has championed and led this program for many years. And I just appreciate his guidance in passing this on, and he has made it the special award that it is. And the reasoning behind it is that we try to recognize employees who don't otherwise get other awards, such as Teachers of the Year on the school level. And so we pull from different departments within support, such as a service employee, which would include facilities, maintenance, IT support, a school nutrition employee, a support personnel, such as a bookkeeper, classified central office staff, paraprofessionals, receptionists, clerical supports, and school nurses. We also choose a transportation employee and also a contributing professional employee. For example, that would be someone who has a certificate but is not eligible by definition for Teacher of the Year. So we choose 5 of those. He has a committee. Dr. Green has run a committee. Representatives from each of the schools come together. They review nominations, and we choose one from each of the 5 categories, and we're going to honor those people tonight. So first off would be our first person is a service employee, Miss Linnell Carr. You could come forward, please. Miss Linnell Carr is our maintenance operations clerk, and I pulled together some of the comments that came from the committee as they reviewed her nomination. Being extremely well-rounded, she goes above and beyond. She was recommended multiple times, showing her impact on many people. All selection team members immediately recognized Linnell's name as they had favorable experiences with her too. And Linnell, it is said Linnell embodies Barrow's best in the service department by keeping our schools running with her sense of urgency, excellent communication, and awesome coordinating skills. Thank you, Ms. Linnell. And next up, we have our school nutrition winner, which is Ms. Tiffany Sims. Ms. Sims is our assistant nutrition manager at Statham Elementary School. She is described as someone who really cares for our students, takes joy in providing meals to our kids each day, and makes students feel special. She takes pride in connecting with all people, both students and staff and parents. So thank you very much for your work, Ms. Sims. In the support personnel category, we have Ms. Javon Rogers. Please come forward. And welcome to Ms. Rogers' fan club. Ms. Rogers is a bookkeeper for Sims and the CTAE department, the district CTAE. She is described as multiple people nominated her. Again, she's very popular. It is clearly evident that she is an asset to her school, her staff, and her students. She goes above and beyond in her day-to-day duties. She takes initiative in solving problems and demonstrates a can-do attitude, willing to jump right in any way. Congratulations, Ms. Rogers. For transportation, we have Ms. Katie Patterson. Ms. Patterson is a training specialist for our transportation department, a department who's had a very long day, and we applaud all of them. Thank you for representing them tonight. She is described as getting positive feedback from all colleagues, students, and families. She takes on multiple roles in transportation, both as a driver and a trainer. She has good relationships with everyone she works with, which may be the nicest thing you can say about someone. And she recognizes the importance and value that the transportation experience brings to Barrow County families, and we need to hear that today, don't we? Congratulations, Ms. Patterson. Our final award winner is Laura Etheridge. Ms. Etheridge is a school social worker. Her work has positively changed the trajectory of so many students and their families. Her work in finding housing for unaccompanied youth has been particularly meaningful. She advocates for children with behavior disabilities both at school and at home. And this past year, she was extremely helpful in advocating for a student who was struggling with the transition into foster care. So thank you very much, Ms. Etheridge, for all that you do. And we'll take pictures. So please come with me.
Great, and I just want to say again, thank you all so much for all you do. I know it's not easy. They are not easy jobs, and I want to thank your families and the folks that are here to support you too, because without your support of them, they wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you so much.
Alrighty, at this time, we do have one request to appear before the board. So I'd like to welcome up Mr. John Burns. We appreciate you being here with us tonight.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. Is this where I go?
Yes, sir.
So I'm here tonight to address something that I really didn't think that I would have to address. I'm not a frequent education meeting person. I do attend city council meetings. I do attend the Board of Commissioners meetings, but it was brought to my attention of something, and I was very bothered by it. But I will have to start with, my name is John Burns, and I live in the city of Winder, and I am a proud resident of this county and this city. I love where I live, and I want to invest as much time and effort in pouring into my community as much as my God pours into me. And I would just want to recognize every one of y'all and the people that were recognized here and all of the people that serve our community as far as teachers go. I appreciate that very much. And I think that a lot of it goes unrecognized. I think teachers have been put into a position of babysitting and raising kids, which that's not their job. So, so I will have to start because I know my time is limited. The Declaration of Independence. If you asked a child or a high schooler, they couldn't tell you what that meant. I promise you, they couldn't. The Emancipation Proclamation. They couldn't tell you what that meant. 3 levels of government. I can't tell you how many times that I have asked somebody the 3 levels of government. But they can tell you what they don't know is the difference between a man and a woman. Gender Equality Alliance. What are we doing in our school system? What is allowed? I get what is regulated at federal level. You have teachers and staff posting pictures on Instagram, which, mind you, I have been blocked from, of lesbian Pride Day or Lesbian Day, right? Or Coming Out Month, or national, but this is a great one, National Suicide Prevention, and then National Coming Out Day. So this is what we're going to focus on. We're not going to focus on something else. All right,
You
I'm
can
done.
finish your thought.
I just think that sometimes I want the kids to know the truth. The truth is, when someone digs up our bones from 1,000 years from now, they're going to identify us by either you're a man or a woman, because your pelvic bone is going to be wider than the other dude, right? Or you're going to be missing one rib for the other. And that's just the way it works. And I don't think that we need to be embracing this, or I don't think that we need to be, I don't want to say condoning, because I think that these kids are truly confused, and I think it's a mental disorder. And I think that's the avenue it needs to be taken down. But posting something with Winder-Barrow as a high school, or Appalachia, or Bassa, I think that's wrong, and I think that sends a really bad message to people. Y'all have a uniform or you know, how you dress at school, right? Would you allow one of your teachers to wear a Trump shirt? Probably not. Would you allow one of your teachers to say Jesus rocks? Probably not. But you will allow your teachers to wear a Gender Equity Alliance with a rainbow on it. I don't think that works. I don't. I think that we need to stay the lane. Stay the lane, and if you're gonna embrace one, then you better embrace all of it. You know? Just to mention, y'all got some policies out there from 1976, so you might want to look at those. But it just bothered me. I am not a tear down person. I'm a builder up person, and I want to be here for somebody, and I want to walk through that season of life with them. I do. And I just want to say I love everybody in this room. I don't hate anybody. I just think that there's way too much hate in this world. I really want the council to consider on doing something so this doesn't progress any further. The last thing that I want to see is a boy go into a girl's bathroom because he says he identifies as something, and then you get parents involved, or somebody gets hurt. Or you got a new school built with a urinal in a girl's bathroom. It's happening, y'all. You know it is. And I think it needs to be taken in serious consideration. Y'all started out this meeting with a prayer. Thank you. And you started out this meeting with a Pledge of Allegiance. So the Declaration of Independence allowed us this opportunity so we can be who we are today. We are a great nation. Truly, we are. And that's the fundamental thing that we need to stay with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, my time's up. Thank you so much for your
Thank you
opportunity.
so much, Mr.
Truly.
Burns.
So,
Thank you.
that's it, I'm done.
Thank
I'm
you,
out.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty, we're going to hop into the superintendent department reports for any updates. Dr. Bowen, do you have anything new for us in the support services report?
I do not.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Ms. Houston, anything new in the business services report?
Sure, we're gonna go over our eSplosh receipts for the month of July. It was $1,721,508.96. It was only 3.9% more than this time last year. And so as you can see on the graph, this chart, the sales tax is leveling out. So this is just something that we need to keep an eye on. As for our general fund financials for July 2023, our total fund balance was $85.1 million. the total revenues year-to-date, which is the same as the month, 9.3 million, and our total expenditures, 13 million. And that's all I have.
All
Any
right,
questions?
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, Mr. Perno, anything from system operations? Alrighty, thank you. Dr. Moten, anything with teaching and learning? No. Okay. Ms. Beggs, anything with planning and personnel? Not at this time. We'll see you later. And Dr. Thompson, anything new with strategic information?
Yes, I'm gonna ask Jenny Persinger to give a quick update on our enrollment and attendance from today.
Alright.
Good evening. So most of you know I don't like things that are out of my control, and unfortunately, the first day of school count is nothing I have a whole lot of control about, except asking personnel in the buildings to count bodies. There is not a whole lot of, no report I can pull. There is no, it's literally who walked through the door. So obviously this is not the most important thing on their minds as they're trying to get kids in the building and in the right classes and fed. So I will tell you that Ms. Beggs has already caught one mistake on a school report, and I have a feeling that's probably not the only one. But as of today, this is who the schools reported to us walked in the building, and you will see that is actually a decrease from last year. But if you'll scroll down just a little bit, Rochelle, you will see that our actual enrollment is up. So we have more children on the books that either didn't come today or they're not going to come. They may have moved over the summer and we just don't know it yet. I will say my phone is constantly buzzing with new registrations coming through every minute.
Also the dual enrollment students.
Yes, dual enrollment students never set foot in our buildings today because they're going to a different campus. So, correct. There are some children, some of our younger preschool children that don't come every day, so today might not have been their day to attend. So what is more accurate is after the first 10 days of school, we will drop from our rolls those students who did not walk in the door at all. And then on day 11, we will do another count that will be a true enrollment count of who we expect to be with us for the year. So, but you will notice our enrollment is up over 15,000.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jenny, can we go back to one of those slides? I just saw something I was gonna ask about. The slide that showed here we go, that one. BASA, 8th grade
Yes,
is
ma'am.
minus 100%.
Yes.
And that is because,
They went back to either they are at AIM or they're back at their home schools. There are no 8th graders on the BASA campus anymore.
right, so it just appears to me that might skew the numbers, I mean, for BASA at least, in terms of the true population there.
Correct, but you'll see some of those middle schools are now more
Yeah.
counted as higher, yes.
Yeah, I'll be glad when we get the 11th day numbers.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know this is hard.
Well, as I was telling others, when you figure we have a first day of school today that we had new transportation going on, new school opening, new bell schedule. Our folks did an amazing job. It was, I won't say seamless because the first day is never seamless, but it was one of the better ones I've seen in 15 years here in Barrow County now. And new school was, felt like when I was there, it felt like it was the first day of the second or third year. And the other schools, the traffic, was what first day traffic you expect, but not any more than that. So, so all in all, especially our transportation department and our registration departments, kudos because they really got it done. And of course, our teachers were already had kids hard at work when we were around and already working on the work. So that was great to see.
I love the transportation video that went out the other day.
Wasn't that great? Yeah,
It made me so happy.
they have really come a long way in over the past several years and just get better and better every year.
It's good to hear.
And the schools look fantastic too. They all look just sharp.
Well, they always look different when they're full versus empty too. Just looks so much better.
Absolutely.
Okay, we do not have any clarification of previous items, old business or new business. So now at this time, can I get a motion for the authorization for committees to meet?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Stevens, Ms. Maloof, all in favor? Okay, motion passes. Now at this time, we're gonna go into executive session to discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action or dismissal or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview applicants for the position of superintendent.
Yes.
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 Alrighty, guys, We'll be back in a few minutes.
Joe, can I see you for just a second?
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. At this time, can I get a motion to approve the personnel report as presented? Ms. Kelly?
Second.
Mr. Bailey, all in favor? Okay, motion passes. Make sure to note the next meeting dates and the upcoming events, the biggest one being next Tuesday night, August 8th at 6 p.m. We will be discussing senior tax exemption, so we hope to see you here. Other than that, if there's no other business, you guys are dismissed.
Don't waste it until it's signed.